You are getting 100% Jodi on women taking the lead. And then my counselor asked me, why would you not give Erin the opportunity to feel the same way? Boom. Mic drop. I didn't know what to say. Hello, my name is Jodi Flynn and welcome to Women Taking the Lead, where we are all about creating blasts of inspiration to help you overcome self-doubt so you can lead with confidence, integrity, and a sense of humor. Head over to womentakingthelead.com to join the community and get the resources to support you on your leadership journey. Now, your future awaits, so let's get started. For the business owners among us, you may feel really great about the product or service you're providing, but the only way you'll know if you're making a profit is if you are tracking income and expenses. Check out FreshBooks. It's a simple solution for your accounting. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me. We've had our 4th of July or Independence Day celebrations here in the U.S. this week. This year, the holiday fell on a Tuesday, which made for a wacky week because some people are working, some people aren't, some took a long weekend to celebrate, and some took the whole week. It has made planning meetings interesting, but by Monday, things should mostly be back to normal, except for the fact that the school kids are on summer holiday. I'm tempted to keep going on jibber-jabbering about nothing because I've been resisting this episode and the topic of next week's episode as well, which is kind of funny because the book I'm reading right now, or I should say the physical book I'm reading right now, because you guys know I've always got a book in Audible going as well. The physical book I'm reading is Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. In this book, Matthew Kelly states, "The hardest war to win is the one you don't even realize you are fighting. And the hardest enemy to defeat is the one you don't even know exists. Every day you are at war with resistance." I love you all for reaching out and letting me know how the interviews and the 100% Jodi episodes are impacting you. The more conversations I have with you, the more I want to bring out the best in my guests and encourage them to be open and vulnerable with you. I'm also striving to be more open and vulnerable, to share the perspectives and experiences I know will help you. One topic that seems to be coming up a lot lately with my clients and in this community at large is the theme of being a lone wolf. What I mean by lone wolf is being the type of person who likes to take care of themselves, to be independent, and to be seen as someone who's got it all together. Especially for me and the women I attract into this community, we love helping and taking care of others. There's no shame in others accepting help from us, but there's shame when we even consider asking for help from someone else. It's a double standard, and we come out the losers. I remember when I was going through the acquisitions in my corporate career, I started seeing a counselor, which was not something I shared with anyone at the time. My counselor asked me who I reached out to when I needed to vent or get some guidance, and I didn't have an answer for her. You see, even though I was the one seeing a counselor, at that time, I was the person people called to vent to and get guidance from. I saw everyone in my life as being more burdened than I was. I was just the one who had the smarts to get help from a professional. My counselor followed up by asking who I felt safe with. There were a few, and I chose my sister Erin, but argued that Erin had so much going on in her life at the time, I didn't want her to have to listen to me go on and on about my struggles. I didn't think she would have the space for it. My counselor queried me on how it made me feel when Erin would come to me to listen and to offer guidance when she asked for it, and it made me feel great. I love that, though at the beginning of our calls, Erin might be stressed out and overwhelmed, but by the end of the call, she had renewed energy and she was laughing again. And then my counselor asked me, why would you not give Erin the opportunity to feel the same way? Boom. Mic drop. I didn't know what to say. I sat there quietly considering this question. I hadn't thought about how good it can make someone else feel when we lean on them a little bit. I only thought of it as being a burden. I took on the assignment to call my sister, and she was delighted. She listened intently, she asked great questions, and gave guidance when I asked for it. I felt so connected to her, and at the end of the call, she thanked me for allowing her to support me in the same way I had been supporting her. Without realizing it, I had empowered her and raised her confidence level. It was so easy, and I discovered I had someone who would listen when I was sad or angry or at a loss. Now, that was 7 years ago, and I'll admit I still struggle with admitting I need help. It may be because I'm a business owner now and a coach no less. There's a lot of ego involved when I consider letting anyone know I don't have it all together all the time and that I can use some support. And this is actually a great segue to talk a little bit more about FreshBooks and the support that you can get tracking in your business. The only way you'll know if you qualify for tax deductions and tax credits is if you're keeping a clear record of your income and expenses. With FreshBooks, you can take pictures of receipts on your phone using their iOS mobile app and make claiming your expenses ridiculously simple. No more boxes full of receipts. FreshBooks will also handle your time tracking, so when it comes time to create that invoice, you'll know what you did and when you did it. FreshBooks has so many features to help keep you organized and streamline the business side of being a freelancer or small business owner. And they're offering a 30-day unrestricted free trial to my listeners. To claim it, just go to freshbooks.com/lead and enter Women Taking the Lead in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Now let's get back to talking about some of the other reasons you and I may be torturing ourselves playing the lone wolf. It could be we're afraid to be perceived as a complainer. We have this perception that nobody wants to hear about our problems, and if we bring them up, we're being a Debbie Downer. We're afraid that if we admit to needing help, we're less likely to get hired, promoted, or given new opportunities. We like being on the giving side of things because that's a position of power and control. Opening up ourselves to receive is vulnerable, and that makes us uncomfortable. Accepting help means we are indebted, and thus we've lost equal ground with someone. Then there's the mad dash to figure out how you can return the favor and get the equilibrium back in the relationship. Relying on other people reminds us we're not as independent, strong, and capable as we thought we were. Sometimes we have a hard enough time believing in ourselves, and we're afraid we'll be exposed as frauds if we look like we don't have everything locked down. All of the reasons I've just mentioned are misconceptions. There is strength and power in numbers. You help others, others help you, and that's what keeps the community healthy and strong. Many of my clients come to me a bit burnt out and feeling overwhelmed with how much work is required of them. Just by hiring me, their load is lightened quite a bit because they're no longer going it alone. They have someone to help them talk through things, and they are throwing their thoughts up against reality. I also help them to take care of themselves, to relax that need to always be in control, to set boundaries around what they take on, and to start leaning into the people around them. Although I'm not surprised it happens any longer, when my clients tell me about what changes start happening because they've put themselves through this process, it's a bit shocking. One of my clients actually emailed me this week because the life she envisioned for herself about 2 months ago when we started working together has already started to come about. Her words were, "Many things I listed as wanting to happen have already happened or are going to happen soon." Guess what one of the things she accomplished was? She hired a team member who shares her values and the culture of her business, yet complements her skill set. Win. We're only halfway through our work together, and she already needs to create an even more expansive vision for her life. This new vision would include more time management, as so many opportunities are coming her way. She needs to plot out when everything will get done. This is what is possible when you start relying on others. Many of you have plateaued and won't be able to get to new levels because you're tapped out. Higher levels of leadership and responsibility, growing your business or your families, takes trusting and relying on other people. I want you to take a long look in the proverbial mirror and ask yourself if you've been being the lone wolf. If so, you need to decide when you're going to choose something different for yourself. It may look cool and powerful being the lone wolf, but it's isolating, lonely, and will hold you back. And I don't want that for you. So if this is resonating, reach out, ask for what you need. Or if you don't know what you need, just reach out and say you're struggling. You can reach out in the Women Taking the Lead private Facebook group. You can get added support by joining the Accomplished community, or reach out directly to me on any platform you're on, or email me at Jodi, Jodi, at womentakingthelead.com. There's also another program that might interest you. If you're looking for that next program that is going to amplify the mark you are making in your industry and in the world, Seth Godin has created an intensive leadership and management workshop called Alt MBA. So who's been through the Alt MBA? Over 1,000 alumni. They include a mix of leaders, including product managers, naval commanders, lawyers, marketing directors, engineers, ophthalmologists, UX designers, filmmakers, and more. The group is half freelancers, half folks at companies and startups like Slack, Tesla, Kickstarter, Charity Water, Microsoft, Nike, Trello, Kiva, Warby Parker, and more. If you're a leader and want to become even better, this is for you. There are no lectures, no videos. It's rolling up your sleeves and working in groups with people who are equally in it to win it. They are now accepting applications for their upcoming sessions. And to find out more, visit altmba.com/women taking the lead. And for special consideration, you can mention this podcast in their application and tell them Jodi Flynn sent you. I leave you with another quote from one of my spiritual masters, Helen Keller. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. I hope this was helpful to you, and here's to your success. Thank you all for joining me on Women Taking the Lead. And to strengthen you on your own leadership journey, I'd like to send you off with a quote from Marianne Williamson, so here goes. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Again, thank you for joining me, and here's to your success.